Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name's the King Coda, and welcome to another video. And in today's video, I'm a little upset. Somebody insulted my girl Xinyan. Now they didn't necessarily insult her. This has to do with my recent tier list video. There's been a lot of contention on that video because I didn't put your waifu in the spot that you think that she deserves or whatever. It's my tier list. Who gives a shit? But then somebody said Xinyan is trash. Now, to be fair, they said free-to-play Xinyan is trash, and I don't have a free-to-play Xinyan. But I do have a Xinyan that I like to play with, and I'm going to do a showcase video on her because I'm trying to do those of all my characters now. So let's get right into it. Now, of course, one of the things that you need to do with Xinyan in order to make her a viable character and make her, like, actually enjoyable to play is you need to go down to your language settings and go to your voiceover language and just swap that over to any of the other languages from English. No offense to the English VA, just not my favorite cup of tea. So what do we have for my build on Xinyan? Well, right now she's of course at level 90. She was one of the main DPS users that I used. I used her just before Eula came out a lot. Right now she's using a lot of Eula's artifacts, so she has 62% crit rate and 113% crit damage with 151% energy recharge. And of course a lot of stats are getting boosted by team comp and whatnot, but she's mostly a physical damage dealer. Her weapon of choice is going to be the Skyward Claymore. I did mess around actually retesting her between the major claymores of the game, being the Serpent Spine. For her, the Snow-Tombed Star Silver is really nice, and my Skyward Pride, and my R3 Wolf's Gravestone. And between them all, I still think the Skyward Pride is the best weapon that you can rock on her. The Wolf's Gravestone is not bad, and I might, for this showcase, kind of swap between these two. And this one is perfectly fine for free to play. However, I would need an attack percent cup to put on her, and I just don't have a second one raised from the one that my Raiden Shogun is currently using. For artifacts, we have her on a 2-set Pale Flame and a 2-set Gladiator's Finale. I don't really think there's a better set that you could run on her. She's, like I said, she's using Eula's artifacts currently. So she's got 18% crit damage with 6% crit rate, 12% crit damage, and some energy recharge and attack percent. This one has 12% crit damage. Not the best sans, but all I got. This is a pretty good physical cup. Didn't hit that flat attack at all, and instead went to the crit rate and crit damage. Pretty happy with that. And this is the crit rate headpiece she wears with 14% crit damage. She's, of course, at C6 with talents being 6, 9, and 11. For constellations, the only ones that really matter are her C1 and C2. All these other ones kind of don't matter. You could argue that the physical shred here matters, but not really if you put her in a team comp like what I have with an Electro and Cryo. You don't really need it all that much. But instead, these two kind of pair really well together. Her C2 makes it to where her ultimate will always crit no matter what. And then upon scoring a critical hit, your attack speed of your normal charge attacks is increased by 12% for 5 seconds. So these kind of pair really well together. We, of course, have my Raiden Shogun. No real changes to her, except for she has a little bit more crit rate than she had in my other showcases. Still rocking pretty much the same thing, though, otherwise. We have Rosaria, who has a 58% crit rate and 186% crit damage. She usually has about 70% crit rate, but I moved some of her artifacts off onto other characters. She's using the Deathmatch since it's one of the highest crit rate weapons that you can put on her. Usually I will have her with the Primordial Jade Wing Spear whenever I use her as a main DPS, but this is better for her being a support. She's got a 2-place Gladiator, 2-place Blizzard Strayer. She just got C6 off of Kokomi's banner, so she does actually help with some resistance shred, and she's 10-10-10, the only character that I have crowned, and I crowned her 3 times. And then we have my Jean. She's just here to hang out and do a heal every now and then if I need it. Honestly, I just couldn't think of who to put in this secondary slot. She doesn't even have her headpiece on her. And I don't really want to get her one. So, she's just here. Alright, so let's go and hurt some things. The real reason why I have Jean in my party and not Bennett is because my Bennett is C6 and his pyro actually just hurts me now, so I can't benefit from the attack buff. But that also means I have a little bit of a harder time breaking this flower. There we go. Now we're just gonna do just Xinyan as soon as that electro is gone. Come on, please. Yes. So I hit for about 28k, and then I give in a few charge attacks. So again, would be better if I didn't have to wait for the electro to be gone because I didn't want to overload. Not too shabby though, almost killed it, even with that late start. So let's leave, and then we'll come back and we'll hurt it as a team. So I'm expecting the flower to die before I even really get to go into the spin cycle on Xinyan. I don't know why I use this boss to practice damage, because, I mean, it's not like it's all that beneficial for me. Come on, break it. There we go. And now I'm gonna go you, give me some crit rate, you, and then we'll go boom, 41k, with a bunch of 2ks, and it's dead. I like Senora in Japanese. I honestly hate this mechanic so much. It's just so annoying. No, attack. Oh, let's go, bitch. I feel like the Senora fight is actually a really good training dummy. Because she has a lot of HP. Fire tornado mode. Basically nothing I can do. Except for suffer from the other mechanic. Where'd you go? You bitch! You bitch! Alright, give me some video luck. Okay, 4 drops, and I mean, I could get crit rate. That's going in the trash, and then 2 of those. And did I get Dream Solvent? Hey, we like to see it. I already know I do pretty well against Tartaglia, because she was my main DPS for fighting Tartaglia back when he was relevant content, and now he's not, so... Well, Jean, you're not supposed to die, Jean. You were supposed to get your ult, Jean. You know, that little combo from Rosaria, or right into Rosaria to Xinyan actually flows pretty well together. They all have, like, very quick, instant hits. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Didn't crit for as high as it had been. Oh, because I didn't have Rosaria's ult. Right. That little bit of extra damage is probably why you didn't die by the end of my spin. Easily shredded Dvalin. But what you expect with so much boosting going on. The only thing left to do is a little bit different for this video than for others, and that is to go and run this artifact domain. The main reason is because I actually need the tenacity of the Millif set for a couple of other showcases that I'm working on, namely Zhongli and Diona. So we're not going to fight the samurai like we usually do, and instead we're going to run this. Now, this is less of a showcase of how strong Xinyan is, and more, I just also need to do this today. And I used to run this domain a lot whenever Xinyan was my main DPS, so. First run was a little sloppy because no one had their ults except for Ryan Shogun, but next run should be quite a bit faster. Let's see what we get. Please be like a Geo Goblet, Cryo Goblet, a good headpiece for crit rate or crit damage. Oh, okay. You know what? No, that can actually really work. That one can actually really work. Oh, I like that. Unfortunately, it should have been HP percent. I forgot. I'm not really building them for DPS in their showcases because they're both supports. So actually having just an HP Goblet is actually really nice. Anyways, next run. There we go. That's much more like normal. 44 seconds. You will love to see it. And of course I have my ults for the next one. Sad. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Unfortunately, if that was crit damage, would be really good. And pretty bad. Alright, next one. Bad. Bad. Next one. I think my record is like 42 seconds, so if I could beat that, that'd be real nice. The problem is they get so spread out. Okay, I like it. I don't like it as much. How good was that? 41 seconds! I think that's a new record. All it took was replacing Fischl with the Raiden Shogun. Alright, I got this and then one more technical run, but it's just a single run as opposed to these doubles. Oh, HP? Elemental Mastery. I mean, I don't have very many Elemental Mastery pieces, so I'll probably still hold on to that. And then an HP percent Sands. I don't know when I'll ever use that. Maybe if they make a physical character that scales off of HP, I guess this could be pretty good. I might hold on to that. And the last artifact drop I am getting is going to be some fodder for my other artifacts. That's pretty cool. Well, I guess the feather's not completely unredeemable. So anyways, guys, that is gonna do it for my Xinyan showcase. Again, I know it's not a free-to-play Xinyan. I don't really know like how much you need to take away from my Xinyan to make her be considered free-to-play. Because it's not like I have amazing crit damage to take advantage of that 100% crit rate. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys like Xinyan? To me, she's a pretty great character as long as you aren't playing with the English VA. But I'll see you guys in another future in the video.